All right, you know who my next guest is, Loopy Godinez, who picked up another big win, this time at UFC Vegas 43, a UD win over Loma Lookboonme. Loopy, how are you?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm good, and you looked fantastic. You just can't not stay in the octagon. You just keep fighting. It's truly, truly impressive. It really looked like the game plan with this fight was to get it to the ground right from the start. Is that pretty accurate to say? And how happy are you with your performance?
Yeah, I mean, the game plan was heavy boxing, takedown, submit, right? I couldn't submit her. She did a great job. I feel like in the first round, I was playing a little bit too much her game, of tying up and stuff. So I had to change my game out, taking her down from the outside, setting it up like that. So that was the game plan. And of course, the boxing, heavy hands. And I feel really good, really happy.
Yeah, and you set a personal best. It was, I believe it was 5 or 6 takedowns that you had. That's the most that you've had in your UFC career. Is that something that you were really, dialing in camp leading up to this fight, working on it a lot more?
Yeah, well, for this fight, I didn't really had a camp. It was only like a week notice, right? So,
Right.
but I'm always working on my takedowns. I'm always working on everything. But yeah, that's how I play it out, and I cannot complain.
Yeah, well, you looked great in there, and congratulations on the win. And I'm glad you mentioned, just you didn't really have a camp. It was only a week because you set the record for a number of turnaround fights. It was 3 fights in 43 days. I mean, that's pretty incredible. Is that something that you feel like maybe you'll do again down the line? Are you trying to stay as active as possible?
Uh, as I said it before, I need the experience. I've been only training MMA for around 6 years. I've been pro for like 3.5, something like that. So I need the experience. I'm like, if I can do it right now, why not? I don't know if it's gonna slow down in the future because, maybe top 10, top 5, then eventually the belt. Of course, you cannot be doing that like, that often. But for now, that's what I'm doing. Is working for me. So as long as it makes sense, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Are you starting to feel more and more comfortable inside the octagon each fight that you have?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's just like walk in the park. I love it. It's just it's part of me.
October 16th, that was the fight previous to this one over Loma. That was a loss to Luana, Carolina. What can you, I guess, take from that setback moving forward? Like, what did you learn to make yourself a better mixed martial artist?
Well, it's not really a setback. It's more learning experience. That's how I wanna see it. Just because like back to back fights, and I up the weight class, it's just it's a fight, and I'm just doing what I love, and I'm honestly like not. I wouldn't do it a different way.
Okay, good enough. And are you going to keep maybe going back and forth from those two weight classes moving forward, or do you feel like you want to try and make your claim in one versus the other?
Well, like depends who it is, depends. Depends what's the deal at that point in my career. Um, I like to do that, going back and forth and stuff. But of course, my weight class and where is 115. That's where I belong. But if there is a fight and they need me, I never usually say, like, I never say no. So you never know.
What do you typically walk around at?
Um, 127.
So making 115 is fairly easy for you.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was just yesterday, so happy belated Thanksgiving. What did you do? Did you get a chance to spend some time with family and eat some good food?
Well, I'm in Mexico right now, so we don't do Thanksgiving here.
No, okay. Well, you still, I'm sure being around family and actually eating, right, after all the hard work and the training that you've done, I'm sure that's something that is probably, I got to imagine, a priority for you to fuel back up, right? So, like, what has it been like for you since we saw you in the cage with that win over Loma?
Oh, it's been so nice. I've been eating a little bit of everything. It's so nice. I haven't done it in a bit, so it's just nice to get my week of you know food and whatever, and then get back to work.
What typically is the go-to as far as food goes after fight camp? Like, what do you what do you really want to dive into and indulge in?
I like sweets, ice creams and stuff. But now here in Mexico, tacos and like ice cream, like may home ice cream, may home. Um, what else? I don't know, just a lot of different stuff.
Sounds good. With the year coming to an end, you had such a great year here in 2021. When you look forward to 2022, what are your goals here moving forward?
Well, I want to keep active, um, top 10, and go from there.
Do you have anyone in mind that maybe you'd like to fight next?
No, I don't. Honestly, whoever they want to give me, I'm open.
And I know you've been going back and forth from Mexico to Canada for training camp. How is that going to work moving forward? Are you still going to just bounce back and forth? Are you going to be at one more than the other?
I have no plans. I haven't really put too much thought on that. I'll see how I'll see how it goes. I love the training at home too, right? Canada, and I love Mexico too. So I don't know. I have no idea. You never know with me.
All right. And I interviewed Sarah Kaufman the other day, and she was raving about you as a training partner and fighter. What is it like having her around to train with and get that working with?
Oh, it's great. She's been around for so long, and I have done few fights with her, like the camps and stuff, and she helped me so much. She knows so much, and I love to train with her.
Obviously Rose Namajunas is the champion at 115. How far away do you feel like you are from, maybe cracking that top 10, top 5, and maybe getting that title fight against Rose if she still is the champion?
How far I am? I want to say early 2023, mid 2023, something like that. Yeah. I'm not in any rush whatsoever. As I say, I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to grow. I'm still super new in the sport. So I'm not in a rush. I'll take my time, do the right steps, and go from there.
Very good. Well, pleasure interviewing you for the first time. Congratulations on another win inside of the octagon. Again, Loopy Godinez beats Loma Lookboonme. Before I let you go, I want to give you the floor. Tell people where to follow you on social media, and if you have anyone to thank, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, and I want to thank everyone that is sitting with me since day one, and everyone that is being adding into my career. It's been an amazing ride, and I'm looking forward for our future. And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Loopy Godinez, and Twitter.